Hi everyone, this video covers some tips and tricks that you can use while memorizing the unit circle. Let's go ahead and get started. Alright, when working with the degrees, which you're going to write in this inner circle here, hopefully you guys remember that the circle, a full circle is 360 degrees. Actually, let me use a different color so you can see it a little more clearly. Okay, so going from 0 to 360, halfway between 0 and 360, you would find 180. Halfway between 0 and 180, you would find 90. Halfway between 180 and 360, you would find 270. Alright, now halfway between 0 and 90, you would find 45. And if you just look at the big X here, you could count by 45s all the way around. 0, 45, 90, 135, 180, 225, 270, 315, and 360. These other boxes you would count by 30. So 0, 30, 60, 90, 120, 150, 180, 210, 240, 270, 300, 330, and 360. So that takes care of the degrees. Let's talk about the radians. Actually, widen this a little more. Okay. So radians will go from 0 to 2 pi. Okay? Actually, let me write down both of these degrees here. So we've got 0 and 360. And here we have 0 and 2 pi. Okay, halfway between 0 and 2 pi is pi. Halfway between 0 and pi would be pi over 2. Halfway between pi and 2 pi would be 3 pi over 2. Okay, now, if you can memorize the first quadrant, there is a pattern that appears throughout the rest of the circle. In this first quadrant, the denominators are 3, 4, and 6. And this is mirrored in each other quadrant. So this is 3, this is 4, this is 6. Same thing here. This is over 6, this is over 4, this is over 3. And here, this is over 6, this is over 4, this is over 3. So it's not a pattern, it's not 6, 4, 3, 6, 4, 3, but it is mirrored. So 3, 4, 6, 6, 4, 3, all the way around, that's going to be the case. In the first quadrant, all the numerators are going to be pi. In the second quadrant, you're going to subtract 1. So, let me write that up here. In the first quadrant, you've got pi all around. Here, you're going to subtract 1. And I deliberately misspelled pi, because I thought it was cute. Alright, 3 minus 1 is 2, so this is going to be 2 pi. 4 minus 1 is 3, so this is going to be 3 pi. 6 minus 1 is 5, so this is going to be 5 pi. The third quadrant, you're going to add 1. 6 plus 1 is 7, so you got 7 pi. 4 plus 1 is 5, so this is 5 pi. 3 plus 1 is 4, so this is 4 pi. And then in the last quadrant, you're going to think primes. Okay, so the next prime number after 3 4 isn't prime, but 5 is. The next prime number after 5, 6 isn't prime, but 7 is. The next prime number after 7, 8 isn't prime, 9 isn't prime, 10 isn't prime, but 11 is prime. So that's how you do all of the radians. Alright, let's talk about the ordered pairs. I think most people find the ordered pairs to be the most challenging part. If you were to imagine a circle with a radius of 1, where the center is on the point 0, 0, that would hit at 1, 0 here, at 0, 1 here, at negative 1, 0 here, and at 0, negative 1 here. Okay? The unit circle is a circle with a radius 1 where the center is 0, 0. So these 4 points would be exactly where you expect them to be. This is going to be 1, 0, this is going to be negative 1, 0, this is going to be 0, 1, and this is going to be 0, negative 1. Okay, for the ordered pairs in here, I'm going to show you 2 different ways of remembering them, and you can pick whichever way you prefer. First of all the denominators everywhere are 2. So if you want, you can just fill in all the denominators are 2. Okay? So, 2 ways you could do this. The first way is just count 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And take the square root of all the numerators. The square root of 1 is just 1, so you can leave that. With all the other numerators, you take the square root. And that's the first quadrant. Another way you could do this is the hand method. So if you think of your hand where these 3 fingers are these 3 ordered pairs, this is the y-axis, your thumb is the x-axis. If you're trying to find this particular one, put down that finger. The numerators are going to be 3 and 1. If you're trying to find this one, put down this finger. The numerators are going to be 2 and 2. Trying to find this one, the numerators are going to be 1 and 3. Okay? So that's the first quadrant. Once you have the first quadrant, just like the denominators of your radians, you're going to get the same pattern. So this is 1 root 3, so this is going to be 1 root 3. This is root 2 root 2. This is root 3 and 1. Okay? And same thing down here. This is root 3 and 1, so this is root 3 and 1. This is root 2 root 2, so this is also root 2 root 2. This is 1, oops, sorry, I skipped 1. This is root 2 root 2. This is 1 root 3, so this is also 1 root 3. This is 1 root 3, this is 1 root 3. This is 2, 2. This is 3, 1. And these also mirror up here. These are the same, these are the same, these are the same. Okay, so, once again it's mirrored. The only difference is the signs. In this quadrant, when you graph, both x and y are positive. So all of my ordered pairs are positive. In this quadrant, my x is negative, but my y is positive. And that is also the case here. My x's are all negative, my y's remain positive. In this quadrant, both x and y are negative. And that is also the case here. My x's and my y's are negative. In this quadrant, my x is positive, but my y is negative. Get a quick zoom in on this particular thing. Okay? And that is the case here. My x's are all positive, but my y's are negative. And that's it. That's how you come up with the unit circle. Thank you so much for watching.